Everyone loves a comeback story. There's something powerful, something deeply human about watching someone rise from the ashes when the world thought they were finished. When the doubters shook their heads, when the whispers of failure echoed in every corner. But here's what most people don't realize. Comebacks aren't just for movies, for legends, for the famous names we read about in history books. Comebacks are for you. No matter how hard you've fallen, no matter how deep the hole may seem, you can rise again. No matter how many doors have slammed shut, no matter how many times you've been told no, your story is not over yet. Let me say that again. Your story is not over. Life has a way of hitting you where it hurts. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't knock before entering. One day everything feels fine, normal, stable. Then without warning, it all comes crashing down. Maybe you've lost someone you love, the kind of loss that rips through your soul like a storm with no mercy. Maybe you've faced financial ruin, watching everything you worked for slip through your fingers like sand. Maybe the dream you poured your heart into shattered in front of you, leaving you standing in the wreckage, wondering how to start again. Or maybe you're just tired. Tired of fighting. Tired of pretending you're okay. Tired of waking up every morning with a weight on your chest, feeling like you're drowning in a life that no longer feels like your own. And if that's where you are right now, I need you to hear me. This is not the end. Rock bottom is not your final destination. It's your beginning. If you think comebacks are impossible, think again. Look at history. Look at the people who refused to stay down. Oprah Winfrey, fired from her first TV job and told she wasn't fit for television. Now, one of the most influential media figures in the world. Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. He could have quit. He could have believed the critics. Instead, he became the greatest basketball player of all time. J.K. Rowling, a broke, struggling single mother, rejected by publishers over and over, but she didn't stop. And now, Harry Potter is a global phenomenon. These people didn't stay down. They fought, they believed, they pushed forward, and so can you. Let me be clear. Everyone falls. Life will knock you to your knees in ways you never saw coming. It will push you, shake you, and test you until you think you have nothing left. But the difference between those who rise again and those who stay stuck is simple. The ones who rise never stop believing that a better future is possible. Maybe right now you feel surrounded by doubt. Maybe people are telling you that you can't make it back. Maybe that voice in your own head is whispering, "You're done. It's over. You have nothing left." But let me tell you something. That voice is lying. You are not done. You have more fight in you than you realize. More strength, more resilience, more power than you have ever imagined. And here's the truth that changes everything. Comebacks aren't built on talent. Comebacks aren't built on luck. Comebacks are built on decisions. The decision to get up when you feel like staying down. The decision to push forward when every part of you wants to quit. The decision to believe deep in your bones that your story is still being written. Even when it feels like the final chapter has already closed, it hasn't. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need a master plan. You don't need a perfect roadmap. You just need one thing, the courage to take the next step. Not 10 steps, not 100, just one. And then another, and another. Because small steps create massive comebacks. And if you're sitting there wondering if you're strong enough, let me remind you of something. You've already survived every worst day of your life. Every moment that broke you. Every time you thought you couldn't take another breath, another step. You did. You are still here. You are still standing. And the same strength that got you through those moments will carry you through this one. No, it won't be easy. Nothing worth having ever is. You'll want to quit. You'll want to stay in bed and let the world move on without you. You'll hear the doubt in your head screaming that it's not worth the fight. But here's what separates those who rise. They don't listen to the doubt. They hear the fear. They feel the weight of it pressing on their shoulders. And they move forward anyway. Because the truth no one tells you is this: your pain has a purpose. The struggle you're facing right now isn't just something to survive. It's shaping you into someone stronger, someone wiser, someone unstoppable. And when you rise, you won't just rise for yourself. You will rise for the people who need to see you rise. For the ones who think it's over. For the ones who believe the darkness will never end. Your story will become someone else's hope, someone else's light. Your comeback isn't just about you. It's about the lives you will inspire when you show the world what's possible. Some days, you will feel like giving up. Some nights you will wonder if it's even worth it. But the pain you are feeling right now is not a sign of defeat. It is a sign of transformation. The struggle you're going through is forging you into the person you were meant to become. You may not see it yet, but every challenge, every setback, every heartbreak is shaping you into someone stronger, someone who refuses to break. The road ahead won't be easy, but the road to anything worth having never is. Your comeback isn't about proving the doubters wrong. It's about proving yourself right. It's about looking in the mirror and saying, I refuse to stay down. I refuse to let this break me. Because the most powerful stories, the ones that inspire generations, are never the ones about people who had it easy. They're about the ones who fell hard and got back up anyway. And right now, that can be your story. The pain you're in won't last forever, but the strength you gain from it will. The world may try to define you by your failures, by the moments you fell, by the times you struggled. But hear this: your failures are not your identity. They are not your legacy. What defines you is what you do next. Will you stay down and accept defeat, or will you rise and prove that nothing can break the spirit of someone who refuses to quit? The choice is yours, and in this very moment, you hold the power to rewrite your story. There will be people who doubt you, who laugh at your dreams, who say it's too late. Let them talk, let them watch. Because when you rise, when you push past every obstacle, when you refuse to give up, those same people will have no choice but to acknowledge the strength they never saw in you. Your success will be your answer. Your comeback will be the proof that no one, not even life itself, can define your limits except you. And when you finally stand victorious, when you look back at the battle you fought, you'll realize something powerful. You were never broken. You were only being rebuilt into the strongest version of yourself. This is your time. This is your moment. The world is waiting to see what you do next. So go, rise, and claim the life that is still waiting for you. So get back up. Dust yourself off. Take that first step toward your comeback. Because one day, the world will know your name. Not because you never fell, but because you always rose. Your greatest chapter begins now. The world is waiting for your comeback. Are you ready?